to take back what's ours. No back way plans. Through endless night we fly, no heroes in sight, just soldiers of fate falling into the fight. No glory, no name, just endless flame. But for Super Earth, we'll die in vain. We don't need a hero, we're the ones they send to save. We dive into the fire and rise up from the grave. The galaxy is burning, but we face it unafraid. We don't need another hero, just the will to lead the way.
Evening's freedoms, valiant souls out there holding the line against the night. That was We Don't Need a Hero by FM Helldiver Radio. We don't need another hero because we're more than that. We are unstoppable forces of nature with capes. We are what the Terminids check under their beds at night for, and what the automatons shrink in mortal terror from. We're the Helldivers, Super Earth superstars. So, tonight's story, as you might already know, is the continuing spread of invasive Terminid spores bursting toward the Orion sector. Earlier today, the consequences of Erata Prime's failed defense arrived in the form of an explosive double spore fall event. As of right now, Heeth and Spore Rock are under Terminid attack. At the same time, Esker experienced its own spore fall event, originating from Ursan sands within the gloom. At this moment, only Heeth looks to be succeeding in this defense, with a likely rallying toward Spore Rock once that is settled. That means that only Esker is due to be lost to this latest Terminid incursion, and the major order will arrive at 5 out of 8 successful defenses. That's over halfway. According to leaked reports from the Ministry of Defense, we're doing extremely well and surpassing expectations. Operation Job Fair continues at good pace, evacuating civilians from Angel's Venture, Cirrus, and Terek to live new lives aboard the DSS, and with this latest projected successful defense, we'll be bringing High Command another shiny victory with a big red bow on it by the end of the week. I mean, come on, did they really expect anything else? You guys are the bug divers of the TQZ. You never fail. Except for last week, I guess. Shut up. That's been Liberty's latest with me, Pondera the Radio Angel. I really have to say how impressed and proud I am of you bug divers. This major order is a hard one, and all across SuperTube, I see treasonous videos on how this is all impossible and unfair. Of course it's impossible and unfair. That's why it's taking you the whole week to get this bug infestation back under control. If it was just difficult, I'd say 3 days, tops, open and shut. And that's really all I have for the show tonight. But I'm going to talk to you about something a little bit more serious. This does involve IRL politics, so if you want to preserve your immersion and your mental health and just stick to Helldivers, you are absolutely right to think that, and you can click out of my video now. I'm pretty much done, so I'll just give those guys a second to leave. So, yeah, the American election. I'm one of those people who did read Project 2025. And if the president-elect truly was not aware of it, well, his name is mentioned in it about 312 times. I really can't see how he couldn't know about it. This plan bodes extremely poorly for pretty much everybody, and I am not sure what's going to happen now. But that's not the point. The point is, well, I'm feeling pretty nervous and threatened. It's not something I really enjoy talking about, but still transgender, you know? And right now, that is a category of citizen that the powers that be really do not appreciate. I'm pretty sure that right now, in the halls of government, there are debates over whether or not to allow people like me to continue existing, even though I have kept my show pretty wholesome. I didn't even swear. Could someone please point out where anything that I have done is a threat to society? All I've ever done is ask people nicely to refer to me as to how I portray myself for the sake of my own mental health, and that, well, being seen as a girl makes me smile. That's it. I've never pushed an agenda, bullied anyone, or caused deliberate harm to anyone in any way. It's not an unfamiliar accusation for my lineage either. According to a DNA test I had done, my family lost 18 of its members at the Buchenwald concentration camp. What I'm trying to say is that for as long as it is possible, I am going to continue doing the show, and if you're nervous or scared like I am, you are more than welcome to take refuge with me, or any of the online spaces that I'd mentioned in prior broadcasts. A place like Low Sodium is an apolitical safe space, and I have made many friends there. I would be honored if you joined me. Similarly, it is a tenet of the Code of Conduct for the 95th Roughnecks that the Division will honor the protection of those who need it most and will abhor the harboring of any who seek their destruction or harm. Commander Rod has protected me, and he'll protect you too. You'll be safe there. As a personal stance, I don't intend on bending the knee either, or going back to the isolation that I felt before coming out, just because some fuddy-duddy in a stuffed suit and a bad wig doesn't think that I am deserving of human rights. Like I said, not the first time a dictator felt that way about me, so while I'm not impressed, I'm not surprised either. And I am not nearly as scared as he would prefer me to be. Why? Well, let me close the show out tonight with one of my favorite quotes. Secrecy is the keystone to all tyranny. Not force, but secrecy and censorship. When any government, or any church for that matter, undertakes to say to its subjects, "This you may not read, this you must not know," the end result is tyranny and oppression, no matter how holy the motives. Mighty little force is needed to control a man who has been hoodwinked in this fashion. Contrariwise, no amount of force can control a free man whose mind is free. No, not the rack, no the atomic bomb, not anything. You can't conquer a free man. The most that you could ever do is kill him. Robert A. Heinlein.